General Lamin Bojang of the Alliance for National Reorientation and Development, Anrd. He's up next for nomination. He'll be filing his nomination documents to the IEC. He will meet the officials of the IEC shortly. So he's the latest to come to the IEC. I can hear the noise from maybe 1,000 meters from where I am now. That is where he is currently with his supporters. His nomination should come at 2 o'clock. That is when he is supposed to come here to meet the officials of the IEC and submit his nomination papers. He will be the fourth person for the day, and he will also be the last. So General Lamin Bojang is the leader of Anrd, one of the 18 registered political parties in the country. Mr. Bojang also has a very interesting history regarding politics. He was a member of the Gambia Action Party. This is where actually his politics started. His career in politics started. He was the deputy ambassador of the Gambia to Russia. He was recalled. He was removed from that role, and he returned to the country. He was invited by GAP, the newly formed Gambia Action Party, in 2019 to lead that party. So he came and then was elected or selected as the presidential candidate of the party. But he was removed, he was sacked by the party following a nude photo scandal that hit him as a politician. So that was something that really triggered his removal or decision to leave the Gambia Action Party. He left that party and formed Anrd. He was able to register the party and became the leader of the party. So he's up next. He will come here. But Mr. Bojang is also somebody who has a military background. He was a general in the army. At some point, he was the commander of the Gambian army under former President Yahya Jammeh's regime. He worked in the army for more than 2 decades. So he rose through the ranks to the rank of general. That is General Bojang for you. So he too has expressed interest in becoming president in December. I am not sure I understand. His party was part of 11 political parties that were part of the talks for a coalition. That coalition or alliance talks collapsed after almost all the parties pulled out, save or except Gambia Moral Congress, Citizens Alliance, and All People's. But what much is known is that he has had his date with the IEC. He will come here to Election House, file his papers, and then go back and listen to the IEC as to whether he will be given the all clear to contest the election. So Mr. Bojang is from Brufut, one of the Kombo towns. Kombo will be the most important region when it comes to this upcoming election. You have the population, going by the population is quite huge. The amount of voters in Kombo is very huge. So Brufut will be part of that Kombo. So he comes from that town. If you look at Brufut, there are two people. You have Lamin Bojang, you also have Sheikh Tijan Hydra. These are the two people that who are part of this presidential election, of course, who come from this town. So this is the situation. We still wait for the arrival of Mr. Bojang there. As I said earlier, Mr. Bojang's nomination is set at 2 p.m. We are about 10 minutes before 2 o'clock. So he will come. There's a lot of noise from where I am seated. I can hear a lot of noise. And I'm sure that must be his supporters. He must have been accompanied by his supporters. Earlier on, we saw Ibrahim Tabora Mane. A lot of fanfare. A lot of his supporters accompanied him to Election House to file his nomination. So three candidates have so far filed their nomination. Now we have General Bojang. He will be the last person for today. So this nomination, as I said earlier, so there's my reporters were out there to see what is going on there. So we'll cross over to them and see what is out there.
General Lamin Bojang, Anrd. how excited are you to come with your candidate here?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. I thank Allah. Yeah. Let me. I could talk now.
jërëjëf.
mën nga ñu wax ca turu.
Alhaji Abdoulaye Dabo.
Abdoulaye Dabo.
Yes.
bi albinata jonne afumale mune siga.
Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin mi en sijango. Wala mdi mati min kada Alhaji Lamin Bojang pour ka nominate. Ni na nominate fo ka bare. Ngana carte faya ni ala sonda. Ay nga dandan carte state house. Adu ngala ko ni ala sonda. Atel be winna inshallah.
Allah na jambi ay mun kontan ko wala siga.
A kontan lo mbika fono wallahi. Yo me burfuru ngol bebe kontan ren. Lamin kawtu Lamin Bojang burfuru be la long. Mole mi ko mo kendo la mu akuluta ay masakunda do ko ke ay place bal maraje adala mu atala foreign service la ay place bal maraje député ambassadeur
so mune jiko
alo kono ay mo jama hijindi ndefan kunkum bol ko dole
mune jiko di yalla ko ate Lamin Bojang nakata man so ate Gambia jang
Lamin Bojang mi ya njiki ndala Lamin Bojang be place bal to place men ko député ambassadeur awo place sol bula awo place sol bula femma sabra bula fo ako banko la nyatata ni wonta taro pala so da malto
white gown or kaftan there. He's here to file his nomination, General Lamin Bojang of Anrd. He will also be submitting his nomination papers to the IEC, his ID card, birth certificate, if you like. He will also his tax clearance, signatures, $5,000, $10,000 is deposit. Also, you will have to. So that is Mr. Bojang there. You have his supporters around him, but also security as well as members of the media there. So he is here finally. General Bojang is here to. General Bojang is actually wearing a blue kaftan, a blue three-piece kaftan, light blue or gray. I am a little far from him. So that is Mr. Bojang there with his supporters and their party flags there. So he has stopped for a moment outside of the IEC. It would appear that he's speaking to his people. It would appear that he's speaking to so that is General Bojang there. So he's speaking to his team there, some of these supporters that are here with him for his nomination. That is. And the general has his staff in his hand. He has his walking stick, if you like. So that is General Bojang there. That is the leader of Anrd, Lamin Bojang. They are posing for photos before entering the IEC. So this is General Lamin Bojang, the leader of the Anrd. He is finally here for his nomination. It's his turn. Some of his supporters are right back singing and dancing. That is general. Now he's going in now. He's going inside. He's going inside with a crowd of supporters wearing the yellow and green color of the party. So General is going inside now. General is going inside now. So that's how the situation is here at the IEC. So far we've had eight people so far from yesterday to today. Yesterday it was 4 and today too it's 4. So 8 out of 26. 8 out of 26 people. Whether we will get that number here, we are not really sure, taking into account the alliances and the coalitions that have been taking place in the past few days. Tomorrow, the day will start with GFA, Gambia for All, of Bibi Dabo. But what we saw last night is that these two parties have decided to work together to form an alliance. An MOU was signed, an understanding that was signed by party chiefs of the two parties. So meaning one of the candidates will have to back the other candidate. And what much is known is that Bibi Dabo has endorsed Dabo, that is UDP leader Usainu Dabo, to be the flag bearer or the standard bearer of these two parties. So tomorrow Dabo to UDP is coming as soon as GFA's time is up. They are coming at 11 o'clock. So I'm not sure whether Bibi Dabo will still appear, will come for the GFA, but we'll see how that goes. But that is how the situation is right now here at the IEC. His supporters there, that is General Bojang supporters there, singing and dancing there in the background under the tent there. So some fanfare really for their leader this year. I mean, it's going to be an interesting election. You have all these number of people who are interested in the job of president. They will be challenging President Barrow, who is seeking re-election. So this is the atmosphere here at the IEC. We are bringing you a full live coverage of each of the nominations beginning yesterday. Today, earlier on, we had Ibrahim Tabora Mane. We also had Mr. Bankoli Yao Jojo Ahaji, who goes by the street name Banki. He too appeared before election house officials. Yes, we also had Mamadou Ba, a teacher who is also interested in being president. They all filed their nomination. Now you have Mr. Bojang, the Anrd leader. He is the latest man to come before officials of the IEC. So far 8 candidates, among them 1 woman, Marisok. Yesterday she filed her nomination. She's the only woman that has come forward, that has come forward to say that he is running for president. So that is it. Mr. Bojang has taken his seat before officials of the IEC. So he will be submitting or presenting his documents to them, and then I think we will cross over to the meeting now. If that has started, we will cross over and see what Mr. Bojang and the IEC officials there will discuss.
There are 7 regions, 6 regions.
7 regions?
This is not enforcement.
This is the applications.
Oh, okay, yes.
Nomination paper.
That's it.
I don't think you need declarants. As a declaration. You can have this one. This is the itinerary. Yeah, this one is. I don't think there is certificates. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, as requested by the organization, these are some of the requirements that we have been asked to bring along, and here they are.
It's not a copy, it's the original.
The certificate? Yes. Are they going to keep them?
We will find out.
Yes. Code of ethics, yes.
Sign that one. This you need to sign it off.
This is what we skipped, and we're going to do that now. Sorry, sir, for that. We skipped. Inshallah. I think I have it. If I'm not mistaken, I should have it here. I do not have any photo with me right now, but we thought our understanding about the text is that we can submit it now against a particular period. Yeah. Yes, that's what is our understanding. Okay. We will provide that sample, inshallah, tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. What is it? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Photocopy of the certificate and the voter's card. Thank you very much.
Easy, just keep it, sir, please.
US political parties in the country. Having gone through the IEC nomination process so far, give us a little bit about what the party has in store for Gambians who are trying to...
A meaningful change is what we install for Gambian people. We are into politics because we want to bring sanity into Gambian politics. We also want to make sure that the change that all Gambians are yearning for is the change that we bring for the Gambian people. Anrd, Alliance for National Reorientation and Development, is into politics because we have found out that Gambia, 56 years of our independence, if you look into our agriculture, is still in the hands of foreigners. If you look into other important sectors, health, education, security in particular, are in the hands of foreigners. And as a sovereign state, our sovereignty, we believe that it is at stake. And therefore, there is a need for some of us who think that we are in privileged positions to abandon those luxuries, to join the underprivileged and the people whose voices were not heard, to help them and stand by them. Hence the existence of Alliance for National Reorientation and Development. We are in to help Gambian people. We are in to change the dynamics. We're in to change the status quo. We want Gambia also to be on the map of countries, especially in Africa, that are considered to be developed. Here in the Gambia, we'll miss and lack leadership. And this is what we have identified. And therefore, we want to replace that poor leadership with a leadership that will inspire the young people, with a leadership that will help the young people to be innovative, with a leadership that will help people to be creative, but also for our independence to be reclaimed and restored. And that is why Anrd is into politics, and that is what we want to bring into this whole thing.
In your agenda, can you give us
Not only three, if you have been following Anrd, when we went on an introductory tour, from our manifesto, for us to be able to put the messages across to the Gambian people, we believe that we'll have to look at what the Gambian people need. And we felt that there are some areas that if you are able to develop those areas, you will touch every aspect as far as our development is concerned. Agriculture, security, health, education, and fisheries. You see, for us to be able to fight corruption, for us to be able to fight hunger, unemployment, and poverty, agriculture is one area that we have to invest in heavily. And it is not going to be a rocket science. We believe that mechanized agriculture is a solution to our problems. And if you look at the Gambia, we have the arable lands, we have the manpower, the human resources, we have it. We also have the water. All that is lacking is leadership. If you go into the seas, just 30 nautical miles, you will see something that is definitely disheartening. There are vessels, over 60 vessels in our seas, fishing indiscriminately, and some of them, they said they have licensed with the Ministry of Fisheries, but if you go to the seas, you will see what is happening there. There are young people in this country, men and women, who are also trying to make ends meet. But if you go to sea and see what is happening there, it's very, very sad. These big vessels, what they are doing to our young people, men and women, it is a song in this country that people are saying that the young people do not want to work. And Anrd is saying that that is not true. They have not given them any work to do, and therefore they have no work to do. And we believe that we can change that status quo. We can bring in something that will make the young people to be reliant. We can change that status quo so that the young people can be innovative. We want a leadership that can inspire them. And the health sector also is the same thing. Our health institutions have collapsed since independence, 56 years of our existence. Our health sector is almost collapsed. The number of days that Gambians trek from here to Senegal just to seek medical care is unbearable. We believe that if we introduce medical insurance, we will be able to, right across, be able to take care and make sure that Gambians have good health. And this is what we are coming to.
So, looking at all these beautiful projects that you are talking about, all these sectors that you hope to improve as a government if you come to power, impressive. But how do you hope to achieve this? You are just telling us you will do something different. But how do you hope to achieve this? It's one thing to say I will achieve this. What is another thing to tell us how what plans you have in store?
Exactly. I don't know if this particular interaction is going to be sufficient for me to in detail explain that to you. But I know what you want to ask. Where are you going to get money to be able to do this? Remember, this is a sovereign state. We are paying our tax. Where is our tax going? You know, the number of corruption that is happening in this country is unbearable, and that is why your salary cannot be increased, and that is why electricity is very expensive in this country. Look at the cost of living in this country; it's just unbearable. Where we are going to get money is what I have just outlined. It is through agriculture. Look, development country or a developed country, they all have development partners, and in agriculture, this is what is going to help us to be able to fight. There is a mining that is taking place now on daily basis. They mine $67,000 US. Thank you very much. Thank you all. I will avail myself to all of you, but I am given the privilege a number of times. So please.
What, I mean, you come with me. Just a word. I'm a word here. Just a word. Just a word.
Just a minute.
Just come. Just come here. Just.
I think I discussed. Okay.
Thank you.
They had addressed this. They had addressed this.
But he is the last person. There is no other candidate that is coming. Right. How are you feeling about today?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. I'm thrilled, overwhelmed, with joy. I think this is a process that if you we have fulfilled and met all the criteria, and therefore we fear nothing. We know at the end of the day, the public scrutiny is just that is also part of the procedures. But Allah for this support, and we thank Allah that we are witnessing this magnificent event.
So we have seen some parties going into alliance.
To merge with political parties has never been our wish. And it has not been our intention to register a political party. We register political Gambians. But there are more Gambians than others. Excuse me for my language, but I have done something for this country. And because I think I have done something for this country, I have every courage. Those are my dictating factors. Those are some of this country. And inshallah, on the 5th, we will be around.
It would appear that there is a document that you did not present, and you said tomorrow is when you're going
there
to
is no document that I did not present.
So you've submitted almost
I have submitted, and also my voter's card. I want to surrender everything to them because I know they're not going to.
Thank you. So that is General Lamin Bojang of the Anrd.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and good luck. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, and good luck. So that's the situation here at the IEC. He is the last for the day. It's been a long day. This process started as early as 9 a.m. That was where of his documents, and he said he will bring that to the IEC tomorrow. Thrilled. And he's also saying they are also looking into the issue of coalition and how to proceed as a party regarding the December. The heavyweights, it would appear, are now set to also come for their nomination. GFA, Bakari Bunja, Dabo's GFA, but we are not really sure whether Dabo will say no Dabo. So that is it.